Welcome to Game of the Day, where I randomize a date and play a game that came out on the same day. Today we're starting with 1978 for the year and August 22nd for the date. So I headed over to check which games came out on that day to find out not only was there no game on that date, but there were no games for that entire month in general, so we finally landed in the Game Void. The Game Void is an honorable list that consists of month and year combos without a single game in it, so congratulations to August 1978 for being first in the Void. With that out the way, I re-rolled to find our new date, which landed us on September 1st, 1982. There were only two games that released at the beginning of the month, which were Nautilus for the Atari 8-bit and Infiltrate for the Atari 2600. So after giving the wheel a good spin, our game of the day came out to be Infiltrate. Thanks to a suggestion I got from episode 1, I went to go check the manual for this game, which describes it as follows. You're a secret agent on a mission of crucial importance. Your mission is to infiltrate a top secret fortress. You must capture and read documents and get out alive. There's more to it, but that's just the gist of it, and as far as gameplay goes, you get 250 points for each assassin taken out, 325 points if they're riding an elevator, 3,000 points every time you retrieve a document, and for every 10,000 points you earn, you got an extra life. So with all that out of the way, I set my goal at getting 10,000 points. The first thing I noticed was the game was extremely fast paced, so each decision you made would have to be precise or else the game would punish you for it. And for 1982, I was expecting the AI to be at least a little exploitable, but instead it was relentless and clever. It even trapped me and baited me into making poor decisions on numerous occasions. The only slightly frustrating thing I ran into while playing though was the fact that if you touched the enemy as you finished it off, it'd still end up taking one of your lives, and when enemies respawn sometimes they'd end up in completely unavoidable locations, which felt a tad bit unfair. Nonetheless, after about 15 minutes of playing, I was finally able to pass my target score by getting 11,825 points. Then I realized there was a hard mode. The only major difference between the two modes was that enemy attacks would travel even further, but after about 30 minutes I was able to get over that hump as well, finishing with a score of 11,625. Out of curiosity, I looked up leaderboards for this game to find out the high score currently sits at 2,043,600, which came with a 7-hour-long YouTube video showcasing the run. After that I realized I was out of my element and just closed the game. While the game's goal was pretty simple, the gameplay was fun, the AI supposedly learned the longer the game went on, it having multiple difficulties was cool, and the animation when you squat looks funny. So for that, I'd give this game a successful heist out of 10. Make sure to follow and leave a comment what you would rate this game alongside games you hope to see in the future on this series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.